lot for free. So if you're going by someone's house and you see that they put something on their backyard or on their front yard, it means you can take it. But we've gotten so many free stuff. You can get microwave, you can get fridge, you can get, once you see that they posted something or they put something on their lawn, it's for free. It's for free. You can just take it and go. Yes. When I was like, hey, really? Yeah, here free stuff, take it and go. Another thing too is that they have this pantry. There's one in school, like there's one in the school, and then there's one for the community where I think places like, Walmart and all of these ShopRites, and okay, we don't have ShopRite here, like Walmart, Hy-Vee, and all of those places. Maybe they are getting new stuff, they want to clear the thing, so they take them to these pantries, and then anyone can just go walk in and then pick stuff. So I can decide not to buy food here. I can get it's like a huge supermarket. You can get fish, potatoes, cake, cheese, milk, whatever it is, you can get over there. Water, tissue, everything you can get over there. So if you don't have money, you can get food. Problem is that there's not a lot of African food. Like the foods they have there are very white people food, and maybe you won't get, if I want yam, palm oil, I won't get all of those. The next thing that shocked me is the Ghana man time. The
I mean, talk of free. In Ghana, the moment you go here free, that is where they will sleep. Every time they will be coming there every day. That because of that, they will not even spend their money on anything. They will be going there every time because it is free. So it's really there. I don't know.
West African time, that thing is not here. It is not here. If you make plans with someone, an American, like meet me at 1 o'clock, at 12:55, the person is already seated. There was one time I had a meet. The person told me to come at 1. I went there at 12:50, and she was already there. I said, these people don't play with that time at all. In school, my class are like 3:30. You get there at 3:30, the lecturer is already there. I've never gone to class before a lecture before. Every single time I get to class at 3:25, the lecturer is already there. Americans don't joke with their time. It's not like Ghana that you make plans with someone, oh, come around 2 o'clock. By 2:30, you call the person's like, oh, mean by traffic, there's traffic on the way. Meanwhile, the person is now brushing the teeth too. Here,
Aye. But this is not a Ghanaian thing. No. This is an African thing. Generally, Africans are like that. Nigerians complain about it. I was watching a video of a girl from South Africa, and the video was funny, but she was literally saying that if she makes plans with you to probably meet at a certain spot, and you are supposed to meet at 12 p.m., and you get there at 12, and you are expecting her to be there at that time, you are joking. Because at that 12, she's probably now waking up or doing something. She will take her bath around 12:15, dress before she finish dressing everything, it will be around 12:30, and she'll probably find something to eat or something. Before she get there, she'll probably leave the house around 1. So as for that one, there is an African thing. It's not really a culture shock to me because I really I'm somebody who like to be on time. But many people would find this as a culture shock if they go to the Western countries because we literally don't go to places early. I remember one time, I know a friend of ours was having a wedding, and it wasn't a cousin, somebody we knew was having a wedding. I inquired for the wedding time, and then I was given the time. And so I hear the wedding was about to start at 9 or something. So by I think 7:30, I was done. So I went to my other cousin, Charlie, I'm done. And like he was like, yo, why? Are you the one going to set the tables or arrange the tables? Are you the one doing the wedding? Why are you going that early? Bro, I I had to come and sit down and wait. We left the house around 10. Can you imagine? This same mentality, if you go to these places they are these people, the Western people, they are always on time. They are I somebody narrated her ordeal she had with the UK buses, the public buses. That the stations, the bus stops they are supposed to stop, they get there at a certain time. And once you are not able to make it at that time, you have to wait for the next bus. They will not wait for you. You can Ghana here, you can run and call for the bus to stop and it to stop. And so here people don't go to places on time at all. So yeah, this will be a culture shock to a lot of people, but I know it's not to me.
It's not like that because here literally time is money. Another thing that shocked me is lifts, like the lifting culture. I have made so many friends right now because I was going somewhere and they offered to give me a lift. Really, like if you're going to the gym, from the gym or you're coming back, oh, are you going this way? Come hop in, let me drop you off. Fine. Here they don't do that. They don't do that. Everybody has a car, and when they are done, they all sit in the car and they go. Unless you know unless you're like that with that person, they don't. I remember one time my friend said she went to Walmart and she had a lot of stuff on her. So she met a woman who is her neighbor who's going down her way, right? And she was like, "Oh, can I join you? My stuff I have." The woman said, "I am not comfortable. I am not comfortable." So you can see, pound, that this person is going your direction, this person is going your area. Unless that person is touched by God to give you a lift, they won't give you. I said, hey,
But then again, you see, Ghana is not that bad though. Ghana is really not that bad because as she's saying, if you're especially if you're a lady in Ghana and you're nice, look beautiful, getting a lift is something that you come your way easily. People would see you and will literally stop for you and ask where you're going, and they would actually these people actually have a destination. Oh, they are on their way home or somewhere. They will drive you to wherever you want to go just to make conversation with you. You see people from church and they have cars and they are going your direction, and they will stop for you. They will just wait, stop. They will just pick you and they will take you. They will just drop you off. People stop people pickups on the way who are heading their way, and then they just. But these people, they say she's not comfortable. I don't blame them because everybody has a car here, and see, there's a lot of insecurity in that country again. And so I don't really blame them. There's a lot of insecurity, so you can't really give help to somebody you don't really know or trust. And then this Ghana, we don't really, Charlie, we have some good things here, even though the economy and our leaders are not doing one or two things. This is one thing that I like Ghana for.
this is for the girls, right? Back in Ghana, you be going and they'll be like, fine girls, fine girl, or someone will come and park by you, like, oh, where are you going, beautiful angel? Can I take you? Can I take you where you're going? You know, or Bapa, then they'll be vibing. You know that thing, right? Then you be rushing. No, I don't want that. Here, they don't do that. Here, that canker of delivery men, annoying delivery men is non-existent here. Because in Ghana, right, you order something and then at 7 a.m. the delivery man will call you, Madam, please, I have a package for you. Okay, when are you coming? I mean, man, probably, when are you coming? Okay, I'll call you when I get there. So if you have a package coming and you have somewhere going, car, you can't go because he'll tell you he's coming around 2 o'clock. You end up coming around 4 a.m. And then you sometimes in Ghana you see me on the phone. Where are you? I have somewhere to go. Won't you come? Madam, please, I'm on my way. Madam, please, I'm coming. I'll be there soon. Sometimes literally the whole day the delivery man will finally arrive at.
Again, another thing about Ghana that is not good. Which I guess it's not really of a shock, but it would be of a shock if you are somebody who actually buys things online and it's for it to be delivered to you in Ghana. A lot of people in Ghana don't really do that much, so it would not be a shock to them as much as those who do. If you buy things, for some of us who buy things on Jumia and other places, sometimes I remember one time I bought something from Jumia and the guy who was supposed to deliver it to me, they will send you a text message with the name of the person who was supposed to deliver the things to you, and they would even have the person call you. So I got the text message earlier on that so and so will be delivering my package to me. So I was expecting the person, and so I had even made plans that okay, if the person calls, if I'm at work, if the person calls and I'm done, I'm still teaching, I'm still at work and I can't, attend to the person, I'll probably, direct the person to my house to somebody who can get the package from you, or I'd have to leave class, ask permission to go and, get the package. And so later on, the person called me and said that, yeah, he's so and so, and then he's the one who's supposed to deliver my package. That where am I? So I gave the person, and that's also another thing. When you are registering, your details and everything, your details and everything is there. But then when it's time for delivery, then they'll be asking you where you are. But then cool. I, gave him my direction and everything. He says we'll be there. I waited there for like an hour to an hour or two. No call, no text, nothing. So I called back. He didn't pick the first time. I called again and then he picked. I was like, I've been waiting though. Are you not coming? He said, yeah, he went to deliver. So my place, I stay at Amomole. When you're coming from um Barrier, you'd have to pass by Pukwasi and go to Amosama. But then when you want to go to Amomole, when you get to Pukwasi, there's a curve you have to take to Amomole. This guy went through, passed by Pukwasi, went to Amasama, Sapema, went to deliver something to somebody at Sapema, and then called me and asked me that he was asking whether I was close to where. I'm like, what the heck is wrong with you? Why you are there, you've passed by my area, and you are now calling me. In the long run, this guy never came. They rescheduled my this thing after wasting my time that whole day. So yeah, living in this country there is a bomb. So it will be really a bit of a culture shock to, not to me though, because I know the systems there work, but then to somebody who orders a lot in Ghana here but doesn't know how the other systems there works. So yeah.
7 a.m. and I'll be so pissed. Like I'll be so pissed because I had someone going and then they didn't show up. But here, like, it's a delivery man free society. Okay, I mean obviously there are delivery men here, but then that annoying. It's just not there. I remember the first time I ordered something, I was waiting for the package. I was waiting for them to call me. Typical Ghana. I was waiting for them to call me and go like, Madam, please, where are you?" But then nothing. So you just put your address there and then it shows up on your doorstep. It's like magic. I think it was just one time that they had to call me because I didn't put my husband's number over there. So they had to call to find out the apartment I was in. But yeah, this is not like a culture shock per se. But then it's funny how back in Ghana, I used to feel like literally like the devil because I have piercings. I have an anklet. I have this. I have these like 3 piercings. I have like 7 piercings. I think I had some here. I remember when I did this one. Hey, whole family meeting. Why did you go and do this? Why did you go and do a piercing? Like, why did you? It was a whole big deal. Sometimes you go to church and then you get people looking at you some way and people just judging you based on the fact that you had piercings. Like they made you feel like a literal devil. I don't know how to explain it for you to understand, but I've had people texting me, why do you have that? Don't you know this? Like people have so much audacity to come and question me and my life choices. Like, why are you doing that? There are some aunties in church. Why are you, especially if you wear something slightly above your knee, they'll be like, you come to church. Why are you wearing it? In my head, I'm like, do you know what your daughter is doing? Do you know what your daughter is doing? Your son, do you know the dragon things he's doing? Like, I'm joking. Like, you think that your kids are heaven sent, like they are not doing anything bad. But coming here, I realized that I have not felt. It's funny how I feel accepted in someone else's culture or country. Do you understand? Because with the issue of piercing, now if I enter any place, right, you see people with tattoos, people like at my office like this, people have nose piercings, they have so many piercings. Like it's not a big deal, like it's really not a big deal. No one looks at you twice. So I've never ever felt uncomfortable since coming to America with regards to like piercings and stuff like that. You
Okay, so with piercing and this, there's just so we are all clear, it's not an African thing. It's not a Ghanaian thing to have a lot of piercing. It's more of an American or a Western cultural thing, a culture, Western culture. And so, I mean, something that belongs to them, it is most likely that they would like you or accept you than us. We as Africans are very religious and moral, really, really religious and morally correct, if I should say so. We are always trying to be on the right side. Whether, I mean, you're a Christian, you're a Muslim, and you're an African traditional believer, we don't joke with our religion, and we stick to whatever our religion preaches. And so it is common for people to judge you and ask you about having tattoos and piercing in Ghana. Honestly, this is my own opinion. It's not any. I think that some of the piercing are, it's weird. It's just too much. When the piercing is just one, the nose ring or the one you pierce, it's good. It looks a bit sexy. However, some of you, you have it here, you have it here, you have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have it here, you have it here, you have it here. Some of you have it here. I'm like, oh, would you then? Would you then like it? Come on. It's some way. So we ask for that one. They understand why we don't accept it. But the Westerners, that's their culture. So obviously they're going to love you. So she like that one there.
Go to church and there are people with tattoos. Like your pastor even has long hair. No one looks at you twice. No one questions you. Like in church, no one cares what you wear. Like that's one thing I like about this place. No one cares what you wear. And summer, right? I went to church one time and the chorister was wearing shorts. Chorister was wearing shorts. My Ghanaian mind can still not phantom. Like I still don't understand. I can't comprehend how a chorister can wear shorts to church. Even I can't even wear trousers to church, right? Because my society frowns on it. Like, why are you wearing, trousers? As a lady, why are you wearing trousers to church? When I was in Ghana, I never wore trousers to church. But here,
Okay, so for this one, yeah, I think it might be from the church she went to when she was in Ghana. Most of the Orthodox churches, like the Presby, the Anglican, the Roman Catholic, and they really have strict, attire when it comes to some of these things. You don't wear trousers. Even some Pentecostal churches, you don't wear trousers as a lady. However, the charismatic churches, they actually wear trousers and wear other stuffs a lot. So this one I really cannot relate. I know about it, but yeah.
all that matters is you're going to church. Just come as you are. No one cares. Like legit, no one cares about you or what you wear. And I still don't understand it. Like I'm used to people being my business. I'm used to people doing questioning me. Why did you do this? Why did you do that? I'm just so used to that. So coming here where no one gives two flying that about you, I'm like, wow. And it has its pros and cons because I remember when I came fresh, I heard there was one lady over here, and I think it was just Ghanaian man who used to say hi to her every day. So I think he realized that he didn't see the woman for a while, a couple of days or a week. So he went to find out where the woman was, since that the woman is dead. So no one cares about you actually. There's really no sense of community here.
You see. So that's the thing. These people, it's not everything about them that I said, I have my reservations about them. The free culture in this place is not always good. How can you be in a whole church and no one cares about you? You see, sometimes we want to be free and live our own lives. But in Africa, we don't do things. You are a community, you are a family, you come from a family. And in Africa, where every family is from a community and every community is in a village, and these villages, people in that community or village know one another. And so, and sometimes their relationship goes so far that these acquaintances or these people become like family friends. So sometimes we see them and we call them aunties and grandma, but they are not even blood related. And these people look out for us just like our own parents or relatives would do. And so when we do something that is wrong, these people actually have the right and the permission from our parents to actually beat us, cane us, and straighten us, put us on the right path. And so it is obvious that such a person would call you out when you wear something which is inappropriate, or you put something on your body, branding or sorting or piercing or something which is inappropriate. So yes, that one, yeah. But in the Western culture, where there is a free culture, where you can do anything and nobody will even ask you anything, even if somebody has a genuine concern about it, when you go and ask, they will tell you, is it like they will make you feel bad for even asking. So you see, how can you be in a church and then nobody even knows? It's sad.
If that makes sense. But then again, it's nice because you have your privacy, you have your your own, like you're literally on your
It's not
own.
nice,
But then
yeah.
again, sometimes it can get a bit lonely sometimes, because how can someone die and then no one knew about it? It can never happen in Ghana, because in Ghana, hey, why haven't you come out today? Why are you always in your room? Hey, are you there? I came to look for you. I mean, Ghanaians are just always in your business. Another thing that shocked me is the driving. Here, driving is very nice. It's very calm. Like everything here is very calm and it's working. I don't even understand, because I'm not used to that. In Ghana, by the time you get to office in the morning, like you've chopped one,
That one there is normal. That one is
everything is
normal
just
in
very,
Ghana.
very, very aggressive. But here, first of all, there's no throttle, no conductor, no nothing. Everybody's in their car in the morning. In the morning, they're just
Again, this is not a cultural shock to me. And I believe it might not be a culture shock to a lot of people in Ghana. However, it will be to a lot of people as well. You see, in Ghana, our traffic regulations and our road is not really the optimum. It's not the best. And so you have a lot of police people on the road trying to make sure that things are going right. And these same police people who are supposed to make things right would go and take bribe from these drivers and then would allow the drivers to do their reckless thing or go and do their reckless thing somewhere else. Out there in the Western countries, even if the policeman doesn't stop you, there's a camera. There's a camera by the traffic light or by the street that will capture your license plate, your car and your license plate. Would send the information to their system and they would bill you for the crime of crossing a red light or whatever. And they will send it to your mail and you would have to pay for it. And so you it's like you are driving on eggshell. You are driving and you know that even though nobody is there to watch you, you have to do the right thing, which is good. Which is good. I think it's one of the things that has. I don't know when that thing will come here, but it's really good because Ghana here, there's no regulation when it comes to our roads are so poor that sometimes you have to maneuver. And if you are driving on such roads and you are not an aggressive driver, they will take advantage of you.
like smiling and the wave you, and they are just so nice. It makes you want to drive. And even when they see that you're about to cross, right, no matter how far you are away from them, they'll stop. Either they stop or they stop at a distance so that you cross. Once they see that you're about to cross, they will stop for you to pass. Aye. Back in Ghana, anytime I was crossing the road, you have to run. You have to run.
This actually going to be a culture shock to a lot of people, which is also true. Ghana, we have what we call the zebra crossing, which is really funny. Most drivers in Ghana don't go to they won't go to driving school. They do Takashi driving. They are drivers, especially the mates. The driver would go and park the car and say, "Oh, kofa car So the mate will do some Takashi and then drive the car to where the driver is, and then the driver will take over. And so once in a while, they will give the chance to the mate to be driving, sir, and then on and off, sir, the mate will also get to know how to drive. So they don't really go to driving school to learn all these things. And so most of them don't even know the road signs, their meaning. They keep saying trafficator, meaning. The, the first time I actually found out the real meaning of that word, traffic indicating light or traffic indicator. Go trafficator. I'm like, so that's the name they were butchering like that. And not even a lot of people know how to use that thing, right? You see students standing by the zebra crossing, waiting to cross the road, and you see Ghanaian drivers driving on the top speed, shoo, 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 shoo. And sometimes it will surprise you that it's not even just the trotro drivers who I'm saying most of them have not had driving school education. Sometimes these are people in corporate suit and tie, people who are supposedly educated, and they will not even stop, which is so sad. It is one of the saddest things in this country. And so when you have the chance and you realize that there's no car coming, the car coming is afar off, or farther off, you have to run fast to cross it. So yes, that one yeah is definitely one of the things, a culture shock that would be to many of us if we go there.
You have to run but here you don't have to run. You just walk comfortably like the king or the queen that you are. It's not any, it's just And then like a year to everybody went to driving school. Like everybody knows the rules and regulations. I don't know if it's DVLU, but DVW, whatever it is. Everybody went to driving school, so they know the rules and regulations on the road, right? So they know the thing by book. Ghana is just by Takashi and hardness and your wildness. Everybody's doing what they chose, whatever they chose is everybody's doing that. So for you to cross the road, you have to pray that the person is in a good mood today. If not, you just stand there and then nobody will mind you. But here, once they say you're about to cross the road, they just stop for you because they don't want a situation whereby you mistakenly roll and roll and come and say that they have hit you so that they come and pay bills and stuff, and they don't want that. So they are literally very respectful to the pedestrians. Do you understand what I'm saying? The next thing is the lectures. Like back in Legon, you will never see me emailing a lecturer or going to visit a lecturer at his office, because of, what I'm talking about. I never did
We
that.
don't know. We don't
But
know.
here, the lecturers want you to come to them. They want, but if you have a problem, come to them. They'll help you out. The job I was working, I had to go to my lecturer's office and tell my lecturer actually must do something. I had to go and tell him to and he looked for a job for me. And then they're all like, if you need anything, just come to us. Like if you have any problems, if there's anything that is preventing you from maybe excelling in your academics or everything, just come to us. If you don't understand anything, come to us. Like they are
Okay. So I'm not saying the teachers in these countries, America and the Western countries, are good or angels also, but unlike the lecturers and the teachers here, when you have not even given them the chance, they want to have you sleep with you and do all sorts of things to you so that they can even give you good grades and these things. So if you go to them and this they have a way of putting everything under condition. Oh, come and see me and I'll give you this. Come and see me. But this country, this Western countries, teachers, the lecturers have time for you. I mean, a friend of mine was telling me that. I mean, he used to. I mean, for somebody who was very bad at math in Ghana, travels to America and begin to talk the math class. I said, Charlie, it dey shock me sef because says as for them, they have time for you. The teachers will call you. Oh, do you understand? Okay, so they have time. They will explain to you. If upon all the help they give you, you still don't pass, they will let you go to summer class and all of these things. Like wow, this place, this teachers will come and then they will not even explain things for. Imagine being in the university and then you go to a lecture and say you don't understand. Hey, bruh.
very willing to help, and it is strange with no strings attached. Like they just want you to excel. So come to them if you have any problem. When there's a test or when there's an exam and you cannot maybe do the exams, you can just tell them, email them, and then they'll extend it for you. Like someone was even like, oh, I can't come because my heart is broken or my
Now this is a culture shock. I mean, upon all the things I've watched, this is a culture shock because most of the things they are not really a culture. But this, calling your lecturer to tell your lecturer that you are not coming, you are not in the good mental. I'm even polishing it. You are not in a good mental space to write the exam because you have broken heart, and that's a culture shock, which can never happen in Ghana. At least maybe if your father dies, but yeah, that one cried out, but then broken heart, they'll even insult you, cry. Hey,
pet is dead. Like whatever it is, just tell them.
pet.
Imagine going to Legon lecture and tell Legon lecture that you can't write the exams because they are breaking your heart. I remember when my dad died in school, I couldn't even, like, he died around exam time. I literally had to go to write the exams because who am I to go and tell them that I can't do because my father is dead, so they should extend it for me? Like, it doesn't make sense. It didn't even come to my mind. As to whether they'll do it or not, I don't know, but it didn't even come to my mind for me to tell them that I can't do it because my dad is dead. Respect. That respect thing that is so much of a big deal to Ghanaians. It's not like that here. Because here, I remember one time I was buying something and I gave the person my letter. I was like, sorry for the letter. He was looking at me like, what's wrong with you? Here, it's okay. You can give someone your right hand, left hand. It's not a big deal. But in Ghana, if you are giving something to someone with the left hand, hey, the person will feel disrespected. Here, it's not a big deal. And also, it's not by force to greet. If you see someone want to greet, fine. If you don't want to greet, you move. It's not by force that you have to greet. I remember one time I was going and some kids came to pass by me, and they just passed, they didn't say it. I was looking at them like, you people, you can't greet. You don't know how to greet. They didn't teach you how to greet, eh? But it's not a big deal. Like, you can't.
You know, I think for some time ago, this would have been a cultural shock. But I think we've seen how things operate in the Western world to come to the realization that they don't really do things like we do here. They don't greet like the way we greet here. They don't need to say please. They don't need to. They put their um, left arm under the right arm when they are greeting a chief. They don't need to say I'm sorry when they are handing things over to somebody with their left hand. Those ones there we and one thing that even got us talking as kids when we realized was how they call their elder people. If the person is called Michael, here we would call an elderly person called Michael, Bra Kwame, Bra something, Bra some sister Michael. That place they just say Michael, and it's cool. Imagine me calling my, let's say that my boss is called Mary. I'm going, Mary, hi Mary. No.
Go and command respect. If they don't give it to you, it's not by force. You can't get angry at it too. It's not a huge deal. Like, you won't chop respect. Like in Ghana, you won't chop respect. So another thing is like having cars, because in Ghana having a car is a source of like wealth. It shows that you're rich or something. But here, cars are not a big deal. Like, it's so easy for you to get a car. Don't ask why I don't have a car yet, but it's very easy for you to get a car, and you.
Now, in as much as this is not also a big culture shock, it is a culture shock. If you actually get to, I know that people in high school get cars and they drive, you watch their movies, so I know. However, to actually go there and see that many of these young folks are driving, and me, somebody like me who is way older than them, don't even have a car. Is something to cars are so easy for them. I mean, kids who are 17, 16, 18 have cars and they are driving, and here somebody who has worked for 50 years don't even have car. Charlie.
Most more children as old as like 16, 17. Okay, I don't know about 16 per se, but like 17, 18, 19. And they're in big cars, like big cars. So I've seen cars cry, I'm tired. It's not a big deal here because they use credit card, right? So everybody here is living off credit. This thing showed me. So there's particular lecture every time he gives us 10 minutes to walk about. Like, it's actually normal, like 10 minutes break for you to go and do whatever you want to do, to go and stretch your legs, and he'll force you to go out and go and walk and come back. Like, 10 minutes break for what? He does that every time, and apparently it's normal, like it's okay here. So the next thing that shocked me is like employment or unemployment issue. I don't know how to call it, but in my country Ghana, unemployment is by force, not by choice. But here, like, someone can choose not to work and then they'll be okay. There's a job for everybody here. Do you understand? There's a job for everybody here. As long as you want to work, you get a job. And as long as your brain functions. So why do I say that?
Okay, so this maybe some time ago would have been a culture shock, but now it's not a culture shock to us because it's one of the reasons why people are rather jackbuying or traveling to these places because of how easy it is to get jobs. Uh, However, whether the job is a dignified job or not, it's easy to get a job here. To get a job there. For here, it's really difficult. Sometimes even with your diploma or your degree, it's difficult to get a job of your choice or a good job. So it makes it for us at that place. And then even the way they pay per hour. And so it makes it easier. If you decide to work for long hours, you also get a lot of pay for that long hours that you decide to work. However, in this place, you work from 9 to 5 and you get a small pay. So that one there.
People that are on a spectrum or like special needs people, right? Back in Ghana, they can't even think of getting a job because they won't get. Now I think, excuse me to say, able-bodied men, people that are as fit as a fit, they are not even getting jobs. How much more them? Do you understand what I'm trying to say? But here, as long as your brain is working, it doesn't matter if you don't have one leg, if you don't have two legs, if whatever it is, as long as your brains are functioning and you can work, there's a job for you. So like when you go to Walmart, right? In my area, when you go to Walmart, they are there 24/7 and they get money, they are paid. They are considered as regular human beings. I don't know how to say this without sounding some way, but do you understand what I'm trying to say? And in my school, right, at the cafeteria, there are people like special need people, and then they work. They work and then they are paid. They like Charlie in Ghana, Tintin grandma men cry. They don't have jobs. So those people there can't even think of going for interview and stuff like that because they know they won't get. They are considered less of a human where I come from. So coming here and seeing that these people are regarded as regular human beings, I know it sounds some way, no offense, but don't blame me. Yeah, that's it. We've come to the end of this video.
Okay, the last bit she was talking about, these people with these special needs, these special people like the Mr. Pia kind of people, who in Ghana here, people really don't regard them. People would not really give them jobs and things to do. They are the people here. In Ghana here, when we find out that you have some special needs, even if you are so good, just that your one arm of yours is amputated or something, it will even be difficult for you to get certain jobs. Uh, I mean, for people who are not too mentally stable, crowd getting jobs. So, all right, so this is the end of the video. So, yes, share with me in the comment section. I mean, what do you think is one of the things you said that really is a cultural shock to you? I mean, like I said, many of the things are not really cultural shock to me because, you know, we've been informed about these Western countries. We've been seeing them in their movies and watching them a lot in some of these skits and videos. So we've come to the world is now like a global village. So it's not strange anymore. However, some of them stand out. So tell me which of them are cultural